makes a lot of sense, right? I feel that. So being practical without succumbing to any fear, um, and taking a leap forward. So yeah, if you have any other parting or thoughts off what I just mentioned, feel free to jump in.
Oh yeah. I mean, you are your own guru. I think that's, what it comes down to. I mean, I honor the yogic perspectives. I value so much of the little that I've learned about them over the years. I too had, I mean, even just the terminology of like Reiki master. The first time that someone was like, "Do you coach?" and I was like, "No." They were like, "You're a coach," and then like someone was like, "You're a mentor," and I was like, "No, I'm not. No, I'm not." It's like a total imposter syndrome voice was so loud, and I realized that just because you take on a particular label that resonates, especially when people give you that label and you just allow them to have that reflection, right? And to be that mirror within them, does not mean that you're not a student. Doesn't mean that that's all of who you are. We are multifaceted beings. So while I identify with coaching when I'm coaching, mentoring when I'm mentoring, Reiki master teacher when I'm teaching Reiki, or providing Reiki, I'm also forever a student. I do not look at myself as, I do not promote myself as a guru or a shaman or anything of that nature. I'm Jamie and I'm a leader of love. And my leading of love has taught me that leaders are also students and students can also be leaders. Right? Like there's that whole statement of uh and now the student surpassed the master or something like that. And I think that it's certainly a desire, at least I hope it's a desire within most teachers of any kind for their students to, you know in the same way that like a parent would want a child to outlive, like to learn and expand even more than what's possible, and so on and so on and so on as the generations go. Um, you know, I've come to realize that the key really is that unconditional self-love and to stop seeking outside of yourself for what you believe you can't provide, because you can provide it and you can embody that and you can live it. Everyone can. Yes, there are certain people that, you know, leadership oozes out of their pores. Other people are maybe in a family of, I have leadership capabilities and possibilities within me, and when nurtured, that is who I can become. Ultimately, I think that people follow either because they want to, because they want to learn, because they want something that they feel is easier, even though it's not easy on either side per se, or any more easy, I should say, on either side per se. Or that's just what they're told to do. The reality is there's a balance in being the leader and being the student. Being your own guru does not automatically mean that you are guru for others. That's up to them to decide whether they want to look to you for teaching. Um, I think that the healthiest balance of student and teacher within all of us is very individual. I think that it certainly depends on the dharma and the karma, and um, it's all ever evolving. I personally believe that we are all just reflections of each other. We're all fractals and aspects of the same whole. So I'm not trying to anymore be someone who's not me. I'm simply looking to honor the path of who Jamie is, who is Jamie here to interact with. I believe we're all activating each other, right? Like, not that I hope this by any means, but if we were to never see each other talk ever again, I would still feel whole. because I know that we activated each other how we needed to. I gained something in the energy exchange, and hopefully you gain something in the energy exchange. That is just something that I inherently trust. Once you come into this unconditional self love, you free yourself from the conditions that are placed upon you, and you realize that everything is flowing. Like everything is okay. It actually is. It's all neutral, even with all of the total chaos and things that are happening in the world. They're perspectives. There's no all right or all wrong. It's just the experience. And we are humaning. We are human beings for a reason. You can be a student forever.
Mm.
You can. And you can also be a leader when you feel comfortable leading. I don't lead when I feel uncomfortable, right? If I'm not in my lane, like I don't know how familiar you are with Gary Vee or whether you are on the love or hate of Gary Vee. I love Gary Vee personally, and I really resonate with his idea of staying in your lane. I used to hear that and hear restriction. Now I do not. Now I realize that it's actually completely expansive. It's just about choosing what you love, learning more about what you love, and providing what you learn from what you love in a way that you love to do it, and not feeling this pressure to be the maven of everything. And you can do a lot of things. You just find a way to hone in to that thing that makes you happy. So like my keywords that make me happy are unconditional love, intimacy, connection, spirituality, development. Like these are the things that light me up inside. And as long as things fit within that, then it's within my lane.
Mm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, for sure.